Hi, it's Kata, and today I'd like to share with you the great dolls that I paid the most for, as well as the great dolls that I paid the least for. I'll show each of the dolls and reveal what I paid for it, which is kind of cringy for me for some of the costlier dolls, as well as each of the dolls that I got for $1 or less. And some of those are pretty amazing. But first, allow me to address the elephant in the room. The talk of money can sometimes be awkward. I know when I see others' doll collections, I often find myself thinking, I wonder how they're able to afford that. Everyone's situation is their situation. For me personally, my situation is, I'm a grown-ass woman. I have a career. I don't have kids, but I do have 4 uninsured pets that tend to take a bite out of my budget. And I rarely travel anymore. So, doll collecting is my main hobby. I recognize that I'm very fortunate to be in this position, in this moment in my life, and I know that it could all change at any time. So while I can, I'm going to enjoy my hobby to the fullest within the realm of what I can afford. That said, I do have a price threshold that I won't go over. And when I get to the doll that I've paid the most for, I'll tell you what that is. Okay, so first we're going to take a look at each of the dolls that I've paid the most for. What I consider a lot of money for one doll for me is $125 US and up. When I first started collecting, I thought $40 was too much for one doll. But as I started honing my collection and really learning what I wanted, sometimes that meant taking a deep breath and hitting that buy button. Also, the prices I'll be mentioning include the cost of shipping and tax. So the doll itself was less than the price I'm mentioning, but in my view, the total amount that comes out of my account is the total cost of the doll. Okay, so the first one is the 2018 Proudly Pink Barbie from the Silkstone Barbie Fashion Model Collection. I bought this doll on October 1st, 2020 for $125.24. I bought her brand new on Amazon, which a word about buying from Amazon or Target. When the doll is not brand new, you're usually buying them from third-party sellers, so be sure to shop around. Sometimes Amazon is not the lowest price, but sometimes it is, like in this case. I believe this was the very first Silkstone doll I ever bought, and I've been in love with the Silkstone collection ever since. So you're going to see a lot of these today. I love her Barbie brooch and her Barbie signature skirt. She's just so beautiful with that pastel pink hair combined with that pale complexion and the retro blue eyelids. Oh, she's a stunner. Next we have the 2011 Gustav Klimt Adele Bloch-Bauer Barbie from the Museum Collection. I bought this doll on February 26, 2021, brand new from eBay for $130.63. And the Museum Collection actually has Barbies based on multiple famous paintings, so I might be on the lookout for some others. Next, we have the 2010 Mad Men Joan Holloway Silkstone doll. I bought her pre-owned on eBay. She did not come in her original outfit. She did, however, come with 2 handmade dresses, including this one. I bought her on November 30th, 2020 for $139.39, including the 2 handmade dresses that came with her. I was actually eyeing the dresses on eBay, and I emailed the seller and said, okay, I'm watching your dresses, but who is your model? And the seller told me, that's Joan Holloway. The seller didn't know anything about Mad Men, and said that she was looking to sell her too. So she made me a deal, and wow, look at Joan. She's just got that sexy hourglass figure going on, just like Christina Hendricks. There's other dolls in the series too. I would really like to get the Betty Draper. Next is a Silkstone doll that I'd been eyeing since I became aware of the series, and it is the 2005 Muffy Roberts, which I bought September 3rd, 2022 for $155.36. She was pre-owned. She did not come with her original box. She did come with a hat and some gloves though. What I love about this doll with the gorgeous black hair and the blue eyes, she kind of reminds me of Liz Taylor. But common with a lot of Silkstone dolls is the look of utter disdain. That suspicious side glance like she's scheming something. As you probably know, the Silkstones are all based off of the original 1958 Barbie head mold. But of course, each of the Silkstone dolls have their own makeup style. She's gorgeous, and she knows it. Next, we have my most recent very expensive purchase, and that is the 2023 12 Days of Christmas Barbie. She came with an entire set of Advent prizes. I've got another video about that, which I will link here. But everything in it is super retro, very cute. She even comes with a second dress. So while it seems pretty pricey for one Barbie, all the extra stuff that she comes with is why I bought this doll. Shockingly, she is still available on Mattel's website right now as of March 1st, 2024. The previous year sold out so dang fast that they clearly made plenty the following year, and you could still get her right now. The price that I paid, the $181, includes, like I said, shipping and tax, but it also includes the Barbie Signature Club membership fee. It's a $10 a year fee to get certain members-only exclusive Barbie signature dolls. In my opinion, I feel like the added membership fee is just a way to get more money out of people because I personally don't see any benefit to the club, but it could very well be that I'm just not taking advantage of those special club features. So that's just me. And $10 a year is very reasonable if you do find benefit in club membership. But for me, I just wanted this doll and potentially any other dolls that require the Barbie Signature membership within this year. Next, we have the 2022 Integrity Galaxy Girl Poppy Parker. I still with this doll. I got her brand new from Integrity. I bought her November 29th, 2022 for $183.91. When I was a new doll collector, I had no idea that the world of fashion dolls had evolved so greatly. I was only familiar with Barbie and Mattel, and yet I was seeing on Flickr these stunning supermodel dolls that did not look like Barbie. I finally learned that these dolls were from Integrity Toys, but when I went to Integrity's website, they didn't have any dolls for sale. So where were people getting these gorgeous dolls, I wondered. Eventually, I learned about the W Club. The W Club is an annual $50 membership that allows members first access to purchase Integrity dolls released that year. And they are amazing. However, they're very expensive, even at the slightly discounted member price. So I've been a member for 2 years in a row, and I've only purchased one doll each year. So at that point, the $50 membership fee doesn't exactly pay for itself. So basically, I buy this amazing Poppy Parker at a discounted member price of $183, including shipping and tax. And yet I've paid $50 to be a member. So technically, I paid $233 for this doll. But do I regret that? Heck no. She's like an alien with blue hair and pink skin. She came with all kinds of accessories, including different legs and boots that are knee-high. She came with different hands that hold like a ray gun. She's super cool. And every year with each of the amazing integrity dolls that roll out, I always have to debate with myself, ooh, do I want this one? Or is there going to be a better one that comes out later on? And then the year ends and then they're done and they're all released and then they're sold out. So yeah, I think it takes a real skill in budgeting for integrity dolls. The integrity doll that I bought with my 2023 membership still isn't here yet. She is the Chain Reaction Ginger Gilroy. I estimate she'll probably be about $190 plus the $50 annual membership that I paid for 2023. So we're talking around $240. I bought that doll on October 21st, 2023. And the dolls are made to order, so she probably won't be here till around April, May. How that works is you decide to purchase a doll, you pay a deposit, and then you wait several months for them to make it. I'm so excited to finally get a Ginger Gilroy. Yeah, and the thing that's so cool about this Ginger Gilroy is that she comes with 3 different outfits. And she's a redhead. I am a sucker for redhead dolls. I love that mod look, all the black and white. I am so excited to get her. But I didn't renew my Integrity membership for 2024 because I have a list of previously released Mattel dolls that I'd rather focus my attention on finding. Next is the 2022 12 Days of Christmas Barbie. She was the first 12 Days of Christmas Barbie, and she also came with a great advent calendar with all the great stuff on the inside and a different dress. It is so adorable. Now here's the deal with this doll. Despite the fact that I was a Barbie Signature Club member, I had to find this doll on eBay because she sold out so fast. And I was kind of disappointed with the Barbie Signature Club because I swear I got zero notice that this doll was being released, even though I think other Barbie Signature Club members said that they did. So something fell through the cracks there, and it was just bad timing because I missed this girl and I really, really wanted this, especially because I'm a retro Christmas geek, so all that retro Christmas stuff was right up my alley. So fortunately, she was being sold on eBay, scalped on eBay, within a couple of weeks, but it was still within a price range that I felt, yeah, it wasn't too far off the original price, maybe about $40 more off the original price. So I ended up paying, on October 27th, 2022, $225.59 for this doll. Again, with the cost of shipping and tax and the Barbie Signature Membership Club, which didn't serve me any purpose that year. Maybe it did. Did I buy something else? I might have bought something else. But it's worth it. This doll even stays outside of Christmas, which is why she's in her gorgeous gold dress, because, yeah, I like her to hang out. Okay, second to the last, we have the 2010 Barbie Fashion Model Collection Silkstone, the Fashion Editor. I bought this doll on February 27th, 2022 for $231. Now, let me tell you, when I paid that much, I thought that was outrageous, and I still do. Because when I very first saw this doll, when I first started collecting in early 2020, this was one of the first ones I saw and immediately wanted. But it was really expensive. Only on eBay, mostly pre-owned. But, at that point it was 20 years old. So prices were pretty high. I think I remember them being $80 and up. And to me that was like, ooh, yeah, I can't. That's too much. But then over the years, this still was my favorite doll that I really, really wanted. And I just kept watching the prices go up and up and up. And finally, I think with a tax refund, I took the plunge and bought one out of the box. I think she was out of the box. She was definitely pre-owned. And when she arrived, it was a very good day. I told you I'm a sucker for redhead dolls. Okay. Here's the last one, the most expensive doll I have purchased. And P.S., this is the highest price I will ever pay for a doll. Never say ever. Well, for now. No, this is where I'm really going to try to stick to, because this is a lot, in my opinion. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. The 2010 Holiday Hostess Thanksgiving Feast Barbie. I finally took the plunge and bought this doll on September 23rd, 2023, so last fall, for $296.53. On eBay, still in the box, but dang. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Kata, she looks exactly like every other doll that you've just showed. What's the deal? Why did you pay so much for one that looks just like all the other Barbie fashion model collection dolls that you have? Right? Great question. Guys, I don't know. Mattel came out with a series called Holiday Hostess, and there's a New Year's, a Valentine's, a St. Patrick's Day, a Halloween, a Thanksgiving, and a Christmas. For some reason, the Valentine's, New Year's, and St. Patrick's are pretty available. They're out there for decent prices. I have all of those. But the Thanksgiving, the Halloween, and the Christmas, good Lord, I don't know. They're really hard to find at, a price, any price, less than what I paid. But those were all my favorite ones, especially the Halloween one. That is my grail doll. This was one of my grail dolls before then. But that's the one that I really, really want. Yeah, she also has that look of disdain or extreme tiredness. Cooking an entire Thanksgiving meal for the whole family, yeah, that's a lot of work. That's why she's... Okay, so that's my 10 with Ginger Gilroy, who isn't here yet. Those are my 10 dolls that I have paid the most for. And keep in mind, these prices fluctuate, right? So if you're looking on eBay, you could find the dolls that you really, really like that are typically kind of pricey in the like 100, 200 level and just get lucky one day. I tried that for a long time with Fashion Editor and with Thanksgiving Feast, and the prices that I paid for them in the 200s was the lowest I could find after stocking them for like 2 years. So they go up and down. Don't give up. You may just have to be very, very patient and wait a while, or do what I did and use your tax refund to buy one that you've always wanted. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself 2011.
Okay, next are the dolls that I have paid the least for. These are dolls for which I've paid $1 or less. I'm not including dolls that were Christmas or birthday gifts, right? Because obviously money was spent to gift it to me. However, I am including dolls that I got for free that were passed on to me in like a do you want these kind of way. Now, first, let me give you a little bit of background on some of these really, really great deals. It was May 2020. We were in the middle of the COVID pandemic lockdown, but for some reason, there was a thrift store just down the street that never closed. The pandemic in 2020 was what got me started into collecting Barbies. So I could not wait to shop around and see what was out there in the wild. This thrift store was warehouse size. They didn't have any heat in winter. They didn't have any air conditioning in the summer. Nothing was in order. Nothing had prices on it. It was kind of a you offer sort of thing, which I'm really bad at. And it was a really messy place, but for the longest time, that's where we found the best deals. So, on one of my first hunts for Barbie, this is what I found. A 1967 twist and turn Barbie. This is the Go-Go Coco edition. She was naked, one of her legs is loose, maybe even falling off a little bit, but they gave her to me for 90 cents. 90 cents! She still has her rooted eyelashes. You can imagine how delighted I was as a brand new Barbie collector, and this was one of the first ones that I found at the thrift store for under $1. I was hooked. During that same visit at that thrift store that day, I also found this 2003 Mycene Jammin' in Jamaica Delancey, $4.90. Notice her hair is completely cut off, but I actually kind of like that. I think that pixie cut looks super sexy on her. Now, I'd never seen a Mycene doll before. I had no idea what this was. Bought it for under $1, came home, did a bunch of research on what the heck this was, and I discovered Mycene existed. And I loved them. So I came home, started eBaying Mycene dolls, and I found one that I paid more than $1 for, like $20, I don't know, somewhere around there. And it's also the 2023 Mycene Jammin' in Jamaica. No, this is the Delancey. The other one, this one, was the Noli. But the reason I'm mentioning this one in my paid under $1 set is this one kind of got lost in the mail. No worries, it happens. The seller was kind and said, I feel bad that it got lost in the mail, so here's your money back. And if the doll arrives, go ahead and keep her. She arrived, so I got her for $0. This next doll that I found at the thrift store completely changed my knowledge of fashion dolls and totally opened the floodgates to expanding my doll collection in a huge way. This is the 2012 Monster High City of Frights Abby Abominable. She came just like this. Her clothes, her shoes, even a little bit of jewelry. Pristine. She was at that same thrift store, that big messy warehouse, sitting in a pile of toys just like this. I only knew of Barbie, but I had seen these dolls on some other doll channels I followed, and I was like, I think that's one of those Monster High dolls. I got her for $1. Came home, did some research, and oh my gosh, I was hooked. I lived on eBay for Monster High dolls, and I probably had like 20 in the first 2 weeks, including this 2013 Music Festival Venus McFlytrap that I also found at that same thrift store for $1. Sadly, after this one, several months later, I was never to find another Monster High doll there again. So then in the summer of 2020, my neighbor was social distancing, sitting outside with us, and she learned that I'd started collecting dolls. And she's like, my girls were kind of into dolls for a little while, but now they're growing out of it. So, I have one Barbie left. Do you want it? And I'm like, sure, yeah, of course. So she went and got it, and she came back with this. This is the 2013 Ever After High Apple White Legacy Day. And what's so funny is that I had never seen an Ever After High doll before, but just having gotten into Monster High, I'd heard of them. And so when she brought this over, I knew it wasn't Barbie, but I was like, this kind of looks like Monster High. Wait, is this Ever After High? Oh my gosh. So my very first Ever After High doll I ever got was given to me for free from my neighbor who thought it was a Barbie. That's just so sweet. Some thrift stores and definitely things like yard sales or garage sales were still a pretty good place to find Barbies for fairly inexpensive. I got this 2012 holiday Barbie. She was naked. She wasn't in any holiday clothes, so I put this dress on her. I got her for 50 cents, I think at a yard sale or a thrift store. And then my mom went shopping out of town and stopped by thrift stores and came back with the 1981 sensational Malibu PJ and the 1978 Sun-Loving Malibu Barbie, each for $1. So Christmas of 2020 was really fun. When you're a collector of something, you are really easy to shop for, right? So I said I wasn't going to include any Christmas gifts. However, this was such a find by husband that even though it was a Christmas gift, he was delighted to tell me about how he got these 4 dolls for free. The 1974 Free Moving Ken, the 1970 Live Action PJ, the 1974 Free Moving Barbie, and the 1973 Quick Curl Kelly. These all came from that messy warehouse thrift store. They were naked in a pretty beat up Barbie case. They were dirty. They actually did have all their original clothes in the case, even though nobody was wearing them. And they had just come in and were sitting at the counter. So my husband asked the lady, "Ooh, can I look at those dolls? How much?" And she said, "Just take them." She included the case and the clothes. Okay, these last ones are very special, and I consider them the most generous gift ever. They weren't given to me as like a Christmas or a birthday gift. They were just cast-offs from my best friend, who I had no idea had an entire storage of 25 years worth of Barbies. Her and her family bought a holiday doll every year for over 25 years. And when they were cleaning out, my friend asked me, "Do you want these?" Yeah, I wanted these. So I've actually done a couple videos about them, which I'll link here, but I didn't actually keep all 25 or 30 or however many there were. I kept my favorites. They were all in their original boxes, by the way, but I went ahead and kept the ones that I wanted, donated the rest to either my niece or Toys for Tots, and then I unboxed the rest, and now they are featured in every one of my holidays. So here we have 1999 Millennium Princess Barbie, the 2000 Celebration Barbie, the 2001 Holiday Celebrations Barbie. Look at how regal that looks. I love this one. The 2002 Holiday Celebrations Barbie. Look at that face. The 2003 Holiday Visions Barbie. This one looks sort of Norse and I love it. The 2004 Holiday Barbie with the beads. The 2007 Holiday Barbie. Look at how retro. The 2010 Holiday Barbie. Look at how elegant. Simple and beautiful. Okay, this is the 2011 Holiday Barbie. Golden green, so beautiful. And lastly, she had a special doll in that lot. 2008 Generation of Dreams 50th Anniversary Barbie. Oh my gosh, look at that. This had been on my wish list, so what a delight to get this doll for free. So, those are all the dolls that I have paid the most and the least for. Tell me if you're willing to indulge the dolls that you paid the most for. Or did you have any that you paid nothing or next to nothing for that you're just in awe about? I'd love to hear your experience. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye. But as I started honing my collection, did I say 2007? Did I say 2010 on this?